welcome to A Pair of Thoughts. I'm your host, Slim.
And I'm your host, Relay.
And I want to thank everyone for tuning in and subscribing. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good. I'm having my mango vodka.
And I'm having my vodka ginger ale. Light tonight, not dark. Yes, girl, I got to take that Prilosec, omeprazole, all of that every single morning.
So every time you
no
drink?
fail. If I don't take it, I'm going to have a horrible.
Oh, same here. I take a
every
protonic.
Well, not just drink in the morning when I get up in the morning. Like if I have my coffee before I take my omeprazole or my Prilosec, then I'll have heartburn all day. So I have to take it in the morning.
So make sure you pick
along
that
with my blood pressure
cause
pills,
heartburn.
water pills. Yes. Nice. I had a request from one of our viewers to start a book club, and we were like, that would be amazing, like to do, because I read books all the time. You haven't really had a chance because you're in school, but I do try to squeeze in books, especially like things that can help me with like get better as a leader, because I'm in a leadership position. Things that will help me kind of stay on top of my game. Ways to better myself, whether it's with my soul, spirit, body, whatever. I'm always trying to pick up a book and read it. But the request was to start a book club. So we are starting a book club today. And this is the book club. So today is the 29th of November. So let's just say December. Mm-hmm. So the book for the month that we're going to suggest that you read is a self-reflection book, and it talks about self-healing. So it's called ding 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 Intuitive Self-Healing. I read the book twice, you guys. It is an amazing book about self-healing, how to intuitively be so in tune with your body, so aligned with your chakras that you're self-healing yourself, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, spiritual health. This is kind of a guide to help you kind of guide you through that journey.
So can you remind the viewers about the 7 chakras that they should be?
Yes, I will remind about the chakras, but I will say this. This book is the reason I went to a Reiki specialist, and I will share with you my last Reiki experience. I was able to connect with my mother, which gave me some closure to her death. So it was an amazing experience. It was not scary or anything like that, but I'm learning so much in this journey. And now I grew up Christian, non-denomination. And so from a biblical sense, some people may question some of the practices because it doesn't align necessarily with the Bible. I haven't found anything in the Bible to dispute this practice. However, some people just in their ways have felt like it's not the right thing. But I'm not praising another God. I'm actually worshiping and trying to get closer to my spiritual self, which is connecting closer to God. But people in their own kind of religious ways, which is one of the issues I have with religion, is there's these practices that you can't deviate from. And if you deviate from it, you're considered not a spiritual religious person. Mm-hmm. I know God. I grew up in the church. I pray every day. I'm connected. And none of us are perfect. Yes, I drink, whatever. He made potatoes, which made liquor. I ain't justifying them. I'm just saying. So you have your praises and things that you worship. I have mine. I totally believe in God, the Holy Spirit, the Father, all of that. But I do feel like through this journey I've been going through with, the crystals and just with the Reiki specialist and reading these books, I feel like I'm even closer to my spiritual being than I was before. So whatever gets you there, hey, no judgment. One of the sins is judging, so I don't judge. I let you choose your own path. But this book is so intuitive, guys. So just read it. It's a quick read. You might even have a chance to read over some of the chapters a couple of times. You might not agree with some of the things that's in there. However, it focuses on really understanding the 7 chakras. So I'll go through those really quick. You have your crown chakra, you have your third eye, you have your throat, you have your heart chakra, you have your solar plexus, which is like in the stomach area. You have your sacral, which is like in the groin area. And then you have your root, which is like your feet. So those are the 7 chakras. And what this book kind of guides you through is how do you align or get to a place where you understand those 7 chakras and kind of what's blocking those chakras from being free. And you learn different ways to open it up or things that could be blocking it so that you can open those chakras up to receive more energy so you can connect go to your crown chakra and connect closer to the spirit.
And that
Once
all
you connect
comes
to
from
the
like
spirit,
working on yourself too. And just
yes,
it would alert you to areas of yourself
yes,
that needs maybe self-reflection, improvement, how to identify with the more positive aspects, which the intent of our show is to help others get to a balanced place in life, and a
yes.
place of positivity, and a place where you're functioning at your full capacity to be the full you that you're able to be. And you can't be that when you're holding and guarding yourself with, we talked about it before, generational trauma or past relationships that didn't work out, or just anything that's, or
Just
death,
regret or
death of
anything that's negative.
family, anything that's
Yes,
negative, that's just stealing your energy from you, and it's not allowing you the opportunity to focus on the positive or to get closer to God. At least that's how I interpret the whole,
exactly. Yes, yes. And so
self-healing process.
what this book does is it kind of helps you understand those chakras and what are some of the areas that you have going on in your life that could be blocking them from your ability to be able to receive some of the positive energy, so that you can get closer aligned with your crown, and that you're opening yourself up to the spirit, which can give you discerning messages, right, on how to guide your life, so you're living your purpose driven life. So it's all connected. So my recommendation is you buy the book, read it twice if you can, and I would love to hear comments about what you gained from it, what you didn't gain from it, if it was helpful or not helpful. But just make sure that's our book for the month. So we're all going to read it, and then we're going to come back at the end of the month, and we're going to talk about some of the chapters and some of the messages we got out of that book.
And one of the goals that I think I really want to do with our subscribers and our friends that are out there, lately we've been on such a negative path as a society, right? You look
Mhm.
on social media, everything's negative, right? All the narratives that are placed out there are just focused on either bringing somebody down, comparing somebody to something else, and it's not necessarily focused on building each other up, right? So I'm hoping that a lot of our conversations, and even though they're fun and games at times and serious at other times, I hope that we're giving you a different perspective. So when you're living your day to day life, you're making decisions with empathy as the core, understanding, and a purpose. Right? A purpose for
Mhm.
something better. And if each of us do the work in the beginning, we can all make a difference across the board, right? Social media, everybody is on the path of negativity. You can transition that to the path of positivity. You just have to get in front of it, and you just have to understand how to transition into that space of living.
Yes, because another book, do you know, that's some good points. Another book that I am reading that is not necessarily on the book club list, but it will be once I finish. It talks about karma. It's called Seed of the Soul, and Oprah talks about this. Oprah shares how what she
Why don't you
does is
repeat
her.
that? Because you yawned, so I'm going to cut it. Oprah, go.
Oh, so another, I'm glad you said that, because another book that I'm reading that we'll talk about in January for anyone that wants to get ahead of it is called Seed of the Soul. And Oprah said this book changed her life. And I haven't really read through all of it yet, but I've only gotten through the first few chapters. But it basically, again, there's different beliefs. It basically talks about karma, right? And how your soul is really the thing that lives forever. Your body, your physical body, is what carries that soul through its journey. And it talks about karma and how the soul continues to reincarnate itself through a new physical being until it's able to repair its problems from previous whatever journeys, until it's able to become a good clean soul where
Mhm.
it's able to rest. This soul continues to kind of go through this reincarnation period. So it's interesting because it talks about a lot of the negative things that people do that stay connected with them for lifetimes and journeys, um, versus positivity. So there's this whole thing about negativity, positivity, which is really true energy that can impact the kind of direction or transition of your life, right? So it
Mhm.
talked about things about doing things upon people, whether it's gossiping, whether it's physical pain, whether it's stealing. It's like, what is the intention behind the action that's taken? If it's negative and it's to harm others or take from others, that's something you got to pay back. And if you don't pay it back in this physical body or this lifetime, that soul will reincarnate itself and come back, and we'll teach you new lessons until you figure it out. So that soul never rests until it figures out its issues. And then once it figures it out, it finally, can rest, right? So it's just an interesting read. Not
So we'll do that book in January, but for
in
this
January.
month, this
But
month
I'm
for
saying the
December,
connection to self-intuitive healing, and now reading this, I get it, right? So I would start with this book, and then next month we'll go into another deeper kind of level. But again, this isn't like to transform people's idea or religion or theories about life. It's for me, I'm on a journey to be a better person. And I'm on a journey to serve my purpose. Like, what was my purpose to be placed on this earth to do? And if it's to help others through other situations or trial, I'm going to use every avenue I can to find that purpose. And I find that the more I meditate, the more I focus on positivity, the more I look to bring positive energy in, the more connected I am with whatever that journey is. And I feel like more fulfilled because I'm on that path, even through work, right? I'm in a leadership position. I lead people, but it's not done in a selfish mode. It's done to help uplift, rise, and motivate and get people, better jobs and things like that. So every day I wake up is to serve a purpose to help people. And it's the people that I support that I'm able to open doors up for, right? And give them opportunities. And I feel like that's my purpose. So
and
everyone has their own purpose in life, but I just feel like I'm connecting to that. Go ahead.
got it. Nothing.
You always talk all the time. Go ahead. You had something to say with your little grapes in the back. Grapes or lemon? This is grapes or lemons?
Limes, apples, I don't know. So yes,
What were you gonna-
definitely we want to get people on a much more positive role in life and get them working on themselves. It'll help all of
Yes.
us overall,
Hopefully you all got to know us more. Hopefully you all will go out and purchase the book, Intuitive Self-Healing. It is amazing. We'll come back at the end of the month and we'll talk about every chapter in the book. But thank you guys for the feedback. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the suggestions. We appreciate you all so much. And we hope to keep these coming. And hopefully you're enjoying them. If you want to see something different, do something different, please comment in our YouTube comments, our Facebook comments, and let us know what you like to hear and see. But at the end of the day, guys, we are all placed on earth for a purpose, and we're all on a journey to find our purpose. But we have to be reflective enough to understand where our opportunities are, to be able to open ourselves up to know where God is leading us. So go on that journey. Find out what your purpose is. Can't wait to find out.
And sometimes it's going to get a little uncomfortable, but do the work. I promise you'll be happy in the end.
Yes, you will. Thank you.
Thanks for listening in.
Peace out. Hoodie.